Good evening, everybody. Good evening, sport live chat. And this evening we have a very special guest, Mr. MICKEVICS from Latvia, the president of the technical committee, men's technical committee. Soon he will come on. Hi, everybody. I see you, friends. Enko, Jasna Lederer. Hello, everybody. It's good to see you. Very happy and very proud to host this evening our friend, Mr. MICKEVICS, the MTC president, Federation International Gymnastic. So he will be with us soon. I'm very happy to see all our followers, all my spectators. I will say a few words in Hebrew. ערב טוב לכולם, כיף לראות אתכם, היי נופר. כיף לראות את כל מי שמצטרף כרגע. היום באמת יש לנו אורח מאוד מאוד חשוב, הפרזידנט של הוועדה המקצועית של הגברים ב-FIG, Mr. MICKEVICS. Soon he will be with us. So I'm very pleased and very honored. And it's good to see that Artur is already waving. Soon he will be on with us. And we are waiting here. The request is coming on. I'm confirming Artur. Soon he will be on the screen with us, hopefully. Oh, yes.
Hello.
Oh, yes. How are you, Artur?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Very well, very well. I have to tell you that I was just saying few sentences before I saw you on the screen that I'm very pleased and very proud to host you in this sport live chat. And I will tell you that this project started with this coronavirus period of time. And it's getting and growing bigger and bigger. And I'm very happy that all my followers will be able to hear you and see you tonight, because you're a very important person.
I'm really pleased to be with you tonight, and I'm really happy to enjoy with you tonight. I like your job or work you have done in such a very difficult period of time, especially for any sports, not especially for artistic gymnastics. But as I follow your list of invited persons, it means you have a lot of friends worldwide, and especially from Israel, of course, but it looks like many sports, many interesting stories, and yeah, I have pleasure to be among them.
Thank you, Artur. So first I would like to ask you, what's the situation like in Latvia concerning this coronavirus?
In my small country, it's never was such a bad situation or something very, very special. First of all, maybe because we have done very quick prevent any chance for corona to get to the country. We stopped the border. Our national air company, just all the fleet stays at the land, so almost nothing, very few, and our people looks like very disciplined and ready to have some inconvenience, maybe.
Yeah. And concerning this period of time, if you could see, I'm wearing Hello Tokyo, so I'm still optimistic about the Olympic Games. But I would like to ask you, how do you think this time will affect the gymnastics world concerning Olympic Games? The
I'm
gymnast.
still positive. I'm still positive from my point of view. I still believe that Tokyo Olympic will happen, but we are ready. We selected judges. We have done our presentation like technical committee and myself, and the best judges will be there in case
Yeah,
it's happened. And another case, but I strongly believe it's I don't know, IOC wanted to have this great competition event. For athletes, it's another story. It's very painful, and without competition, without any knowledge about the future, it's difficult to be ready for action, ready for great results. And you remember such a great atmosphere in our last World Championships. It was
Stuttgart.
great success. It was absolutely amazing competition. Could you believe it's happened during Olympic Games, like higher and higher, because everybody likes Olympic gymnastics. Gymnasts are strongest men in the world, and girls as well. They did throughout their life, from beginning from 5 years old till the end, till 45, like someone. So but they do a lot of efforts. They try to do their best. They forces themselves from nothing to something.
Yeah.
I like to say them, please keep going.
This is really something that I believe the same as you. When people are talking to me and they say, probably will not be Olympic Games, I always say, I'm sure it will be. And actually, I got 2 dates for World Cups also in this year, even before European Championships. I know that there is one World Cup in Croatia, in Osijek, and one planned in Hungary, in Szombathely. So maybe it will be even sooner than we think.
Yeah, those 2 competitions, for example, Osijek will be just Platinum League competition. It's not a Challenge Cup anymore. They postponed to the next year. But Szombathely, yes, it is Challenge Cup. And brave of the organizers shows us that they believe. You believe for the future, for Tokyo. I say the same. And organizers, our friends, by the way, they shows to the people that they believe it could be possible to be brave and send gymnasts. And we organize everything, very smoothly, healthy, and it could happen for happy.
Yeah, you reminded us before about last World Championship in Stuttgart, and it was really amazing. There were so many how to say it, like breaking the ceiling, so many breaking records for countries, for new medalists, new finalists for Olympic Games. It was really amazing, and I believe that the next big competition like Olympic Games will put us in the highest spot of the world with gymnastics. It's amazing. It was really amazing, organized, and such a nice competition in Stuttgart, really.
I know your life, and your opinion for me very important, because you know the medal from not even from both sides, from a lot of sides. So yes, it's amazing competition, it's a records, and I was very happy to put down to my report, because after all World Championships, president has to send a report to EC and to Secretary General President for approval. And I was so happy to put records you said. So many medals, unbelievable first gold medal over there, 2 medals for some countries, never even been in the final. Another medal, you know what? I will not tell anything, but it was amazing.
It was amazing. I will just remind my spectators that I'm speaking to Mr. Artur MICKEVICS, President of the Technical Committee of Men's Gymnastics in the FIG, Federation International Gymnastics. Some of our friends, judges and coaches are already watching us, so I'm very happy and very pleased. But now, Artur, I would like to take you backwards.
Yes.
So you were born in Latvia, in what city?
Yes, I was born in Latvia, in Riga, in our capital. It was peaceful and calm and very nice childhood for me. A small place, a lot of friends, a good atmosphere around. To be honest, right now I'm not so open to send my, for example, youngest son to somewhere alone.
Yeah,
he's 9, and now I'm started to do it more and more. In my time, I just started to be alone, like from 5 years. So we are walking around. We got some groups from our region to go to in other places. So it was not bad.
Yeah, we could play free outside. It was really different. Every time I meet our friend Enis Hodzic from Slovenia, we are talking about kids, about life, and it is a big difference that most of the young people today are sitting in front of screens, in front of cell phones or laptops or whatever. And we used to play outside. We used to climb on the trees and go, you know, play on the ground and do other things. Yeah, it's a big difference. But let me know what I would like to ask you. When was the first time you got into gymnasium, into gymnastics hall?
All my life, I stayed in gymnastics, but I started with gymnastics pretty late. It's when I was first 2 classes in a school, I was a ballroom dancer.
Really?
Yes, 2 years, and I love it so much. A lot of dresses, different partners, and my lovely teacher. And she left to another country, and I stayed without. And my mom, to be honest, my mom advised me to gymnastics at 9 years old, and I got a lot of women around me. I was lucky to meet, and my other coach was woman. And she just take me, because 9 years, it's already late to start. But I don't know, she likes me, not maybe like a gymnast, but maybe like a next generation president or whatever.
she saw the future already.
So anyway, I just started very hard with her. And after 1 year, I just already got my peers. We are training all together after 1 year.
And so was any of your parents was an athlete, a sportsman, sportswoman? Your mom, your dad?
No, my mom. You know, in that time, a lot of parents, old generation, they used to spend some some time for doing with the children something. So it was almost compulsory to send boy or girl to somewhere, to spend time, to take it busy. And you know, also 50 years ago, okay, 40 years ago, it was also very popular, artistic gymnastics for men, for women, for everybody.
Yeah.
And why not? They are searching for the best for their children. That's why.
Yeah, I think gymnastics is the basic for everything. If you do gymnastics, then it's easy for you. Even if you make a transfer to another sport, you get the skills of gymnastics. Then you're ready almost for everything. Is any of your children is an athlete, a gymnast, or whatever, something in sport?
Yeah. By the way, I have 3 sons, and every generation, it's they started from gymnastics. No other choice for them. Sorry, excuse me. Mom and dad in a gym, and of course, straight after the school. Yeah, it's convenient for us to be in a gym.
Yeah.
The elder one now finished the school and searching for his life, and try to find the direction for himself, education, university. And he's shooter, by the way. He's shooter with pneumatic rifle or pistol.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and 2 other boys are gymnasts. Middle one more professional, and youngest just, you know, you never know what happened, what was growing up from the small children.
Yeah, but then you started gymnastics, and you moved to be a coach, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Until what age did you did you make gymnastics yourself as a gymnast?
So, unfortunately, pretty early, I finished my career, and I used to be Latvian Republic national team member. We had a lot of competition around the Soviet Union, and last my competition was school children Spartakiad in Tashkent, 1984. Good competition, a lot of perfect future gymnasts over there. Unfortunately, I got injury, and at the age of 17, I started to be a coach. In the same time, I used to be still gymnast, performing for my Institute of Physical Culture. Yeah, but it's a good story to know, because I always wonder when somebody tell me, "Oh, I did gymnastics 1 month, and I did 100 another sports for 1 week. So I did more gymnastics than I'm gymnast." Okay, I did really gymnastics with all this camps and competitions and injuries sometimes, and it was fun. It was fun.
And what was your best apparatus?
High bar, and you will be surprised, acrobatic.
Really?
Yes.
Because I'm thinking about your sizes. You are a very tall guy, very strong, very massive. So I was thinking, because you're also a perfect judge on pommel horse, as far as I know. So I was thinking maybe he was also a good gymnast on pommel horse.
I don't see, except former Yugoslavia, nobody likes pommel horse in that time. Yeah, but anyway, at the age of 17, I wasn't big. I still was a little bit smaller and thinner. Yeah, maybe as a good life gave me some extra weight and extra centimeters.
But acrobatics, you know, it reminds me of our gymnast Shatilov.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Is
yeah.
also tall. Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine you small, you know, or thinner. I always see you like a big guy, very strong and very attractive. Anyway, so you became a coach, which reminds me of a little bit of my career, because I also started to coach when I was a gymnast, and pretty young, pretty young. So you started to coach in Riga,
Yes.
in your city, yeah.
The only club I worked is the this gymnastics school where I work till now. So at the age of 17, in 2 years, like assistant, of course.
Yeah.
One, especially one girl again, woman, of course, and she was, and still she is the very best for selection. She is the talented for to select the boys, especially. So
Wow.
I studied from her a lot. Then after 2 years, I selected my first generation, and then and so forth. Um, and when I started, to be honest, it was not so easy to believe to your ambition to be one of the best, because
Yeah.
it's normal for young men to be okay. Why not? I'm always like that. If you do something, do it better and try to be the best. Okay,
Yeah.
I try, but how can you compare yourself and Artemiev, Lukin, whatever, around such a beautiful gymnasts? But yeah, you just have to start, and it happens.
Nice. And you are married to Irina.
Yes,
She was a rhythmic gymnast.
yes, she. It's never former rhythmic gymnast. Believe me, they still.
She still.
No. Of course, she is former rhythmic gymnast and participate world championships for Latvian squad at that time when Latvia became independent.
Mhm.
And so yeah, but then yeah, I saw her some years, but then after she finished institute, she came to our gymnastics club, and we are working still together.
And how old were you when you got married?
Okay, no problem for me. I was 33.
And
I was 33.
and Irina is still coaching? She's still coaching?
Yeah, she's choreograph and in artistic gymnastic, and
Yes.
she's coach for girls for
Oh,
selection, like first 2 or 3 years.
and judging, Arto, when did you start actually being a judge?
As I said before, ambition, goals, direction. So if you wanted to be coach for high level performance, you have to have knowledge. Since I was very young, I studied code a lot. But my first brevet I received in 97 in Moscow,
Mm-hmm.
and immediately at this September 97, I was already judge in world championships. My first world championships is Lausanne 97.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very easy. Good coach, have to know code of points. It's better to know information from beginning, from how to say, from the place where fire are
Starting, yeah.
warming or started.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was such a time when information was maybe not so well spread around the world.
Yeah.
And yeah, I
Did,
remember that.
Do you think it's easier now when we have all this connection in internet and I mean to spread the knowledge? I I believe so. I don't know. What do you think?
Yes, it's like every process, any process, we have to keep some line, some guideline. For me to open to everyone information, it's just like reality. YouTube and all the results you can easily search in a web, in the
Yeah,
internet. But when you started to see the production from the amateur persons, or not maybe or too tough something, this disturbs me a lot. Like a president, I would like
yeah.
to share information, but only
If it's
or
correct.
mostly if it is correct and approved by TC.
Yeah.
And we are on the same line with my TC on that. And I had, for example, video call with presidents of continental unions, which is, they are correct. They study their persons, they people. They just do not let them forget the cut off point.
Yeah, yeah,
For me personally, it's not possible when you are still involved in gymnastics, because
yeah,
if you are on quarantine and stays home, anyway, you can open your laptop and see gymnastics. If you are really professional, you have to follow. Yes, and they keep perfect line.
yeah,
Continents provided such a development course. It's fantastic. It's very successful. Some resources maybe sometimes I would like to say, please keep away from the competitive gymnast, for example, or
yeah,
just do something. Okay, be remember, maybe during one or several times, former president Stoica said,
yeah.
uh, be not more religious than the Pope. Something
Yeah,
like that, maybe not exactly, but
absolutely,
like
absolutely.
meaning.
Yeah,
So please.
yeah,
Yeah, but education still very important, and for us maybe less, for developing, for some countries who wanted to develop. Yes, how it is possible through video? Of course, difficult. Live competition, live gymnastics hall is preferable. Yeah, but you
yeah.
know.
Actually, I started also a nice project when Corona started. I had two lectures for beginners judges, and I thought it will be maybe 10 or 15 judges that will join this lecture, and at the end I had like over 80. Many from India and many from the rest of the world. It was really nice, but just basic, just for level 4 and beginners. And the lectures were with some videos from YouTube, because then it's easier to watch it at their countries, because Zoom doesn't let you send videos easy. So only with YouTube's. But anyways, it was really nice, really, really nice. Artur, what do you think about changing the code of points last cycle? I think it helped a lot. But what about next cycle? What is going to be after the changes you made already in the code of points, and now with this postponing of Olympic Games? Are there going to be any more changes?
Uh, we still thinking about some amendments, maybe
Mm-hmm.
because we have very convenient frame of time, and we were really proactive before we started, like maybe all the technical committees before, and now we started with round tables, with
Mm-hmm.
all these changes really in advance. and we were ready. We were ready at the beginning of the year for the code for 21. So now we have 1 year postponed, but of course, you know, from the FIG correspondence and that we have to follow all rules related to technical documentation, all code of points, all Congress as well, postponed for 1 year. So it's like automatically just add 1 extra year for this code of points. If we have some small, because it's approved, by the way, by EC, and it will be nothing crucial, change philosophy, for example, or we were finally very good in case of to protect gymnasts, for example, to put additional 10 centimeters mat under the rings. Finally. But we have to raise the frame of the rings a little bit. So it's done, and it will be. But in the same time, protection for gymnasts, juniors have to do double something on floor. The same condition like seniors. We found that it's enough time to be ready for this. Why it's 16 years old boy cannot do double? Why not? They can. Easy. It's not my time when we did, because let's do it. Now it's preparation and methodic and all academies. Everybody well prepared for the basic level for sure. If I really understand your question about this amendment during the 1 year, just very few, very small.
Just adjustments.
Yeah, just adjustments, clarification, maybe. How to say this, cosmetic something.
One of the spectators over here asked a question that I already wrote for myself about Jiu-Jitsu, about not using human judges in the future. What is your opinion about all this program? Let's speak a little bit about Jiu-Jitsu.
To be exactly from beginning, I like Jiu-Jitsu very much, and this is not because I just a project of our president. I have to be politician. I never was, and some kind a little bit. But you know, when you see the action from them, when you see how they could protect the gymnast from bad decision from the judges, it was the case during Stuttgart.
I had the case also on vault.
Yes,
I was a D judge on vault, and I remember we got the picture from Jiu-Jitsu, and we saw that our decision was right. It didn't turn. It was easy to check.
Even more, we are talking about this case about the floor vault, because you know the landing is landing, and the first touch or a little bit later gives you different angle. So they will adjust and add some special parameters to that. But case I started, it's a rings, and when it comes the inquiry from one national federation, I was watching in live, my apparatus supervisors and 2Ds watching in live, and we all said, no chance, it's too high, it's never happened. Jiu-Jitsu. We just check Jiu-Jitsu. We just play with this frame by frame. Never higher than 44 degrees means recognition, at least. So it was amazing for me, and this is the case to protect, and difficult to say about execution parameters, because you know, even wording, it's sometimes not a very computerized program. It's words.
Yeah.
We started with our code of point. We changed some wording, like large something. We put there some degrees to be very correct, very sure. But yeah, for some apparatus, it's difficult to even to evaluate the D judges. But finally, I met a lot of Fujitsu people, and they are workers. They are like a crazy fanatic of to be the perfect system, to have this perfect system as well. Now it's even the name, it's not a judging system, it's a system helping system.
Okay.
So it's more or less now it's solved. We still need judges. We still need judges to develop countries as well.
Yeah.
But who knows what happened in future?
But Arto, is it not just an upgrade level of IRCOS? I mean, you could see, you could check also with IRCOS, with videos that we used to have, if there was any conflict or anything. I guess this is better because of all the angles, and it's really giving you the three dimensions. You can really see it. That's perfect. But if it's not going to replace the judges, then I think everybody will agree.
I don't know. I'm not involved to the any discussion concerning this. Technically, I would say this is perfect 3D vision. This different dimension and different angular deviation you can play. Honestly speaking, we are playing sometimes in computers, so you can play with different angular frames. You can click to the screen. You was there. You was in a position, so you know. But maybe for somebody who hasn't experience, so you can play something angle between your hips and legs. Another frame, knee angle. Another frame, horizontal something, vertical something, height of the vault, center of gravity, your knee, height from the ground. So it's amazing. It's like I don't know. It's more than program. It's huge.
And another question over here, Arto, on the screen: are the competitions not going to last longer, like IRCOS?
Longer with Fujitsu?
Yes.
Do you mean? Right now, we could have we could check the Fujitsu only in case of inquiry. So for D judges, for apparatus supervisor, it's not possible to open the picture before they put the mark.
Okay.
For me, I can open before and after. It's not disturb the long competition. So it's not disturb. It's sometimes about the long competition you was involved once. And this is not up to you. It's just happened. It just happened. First gymnast, and
it's unbelievable. I mean, sometimes you have the pressure of the television, the producers, the crowd, the system, and then it's blocked. And then it becomes red, and you don't know. It's crazy, really. I mean, only people who has been in this situation can understand what we are talking about. There is a lot of pressure You know, sometimes people are telling me, "Oh, you're having the good life. You are a judge. You are not. You're not too nervous like a gymnast. You are not too nervous like a coach. You are coming. You have good life." But it's a big responsibility to be a judge. Very big
Absolutely.
responsibility, and sometimes, you know, you have to define the small mistakes, and this is the difference between a gold medal, Olympic champion, or a world champion, you know, or being number 4, not number 3, even not in the medal. It's a big responsibility, and I think that under your presidency, under your control of the TC, I think everything is more clear. The code of points is more simple for us, the judges. I'm not talking only about the symbols, but what you created the last few years has brought the judges all the tools they need, to judge almost perfect. And this is really a great thing. It's a great compliment to you and to your friends of the technical committee, really.
I believe it's started since a long time ago, and my former president Steve and all my committee right now, we're trying to do it without any grouping of judges. Judge what you see, and now it's became more and more popular. Not because we have to check afterwards all the exercises by judges evaluation system, JEP.
Yeah.
Not because everybody afraid to be bad judges. Not because everybody wants to grouping next
But
to each other.
is it going to change this? I mean, the JEP system is going to change because, to be honest, sometimes in some cases around the world, you get to a point where judges want to be in. They want to be in the middle. And sometimes, I mean, execution, because with the judges, no argue. I mean, what you see is what you get. That's it. If you recognize, that's fine. But with execution, sometimes judges want, you know, the score not to fall, not to be high, not to be low, just to be in the middle. And it's because of this JEP system. What are you going to do with this?
I strongly believe that professor who now in charge, together with Steve Butcher, in the process, they realize such a issue you mentioned, and they try to fix it, to do something differently. Of course, you understand that judges also not born in yesterday. They know what to do by themselves. We try to, okay, it's only one solution, only. It's a live judging. Live judging, the tool where you really could control, are you know enough, or it is because you are very strict and you see this degrees and 333 111 gives you 6/10 difference, and this is one 6/10 difference was more correct, and who knows, but in reality he could receive the some inquiry or some bad results from JEP. It's still focusing on that, and we would like to be honest and come back to Stuttgart World Championships. Result was like it is, and you can see how many national federation over there received the medals. So it wasn't the case where only the names of the athletes received a good mark. No, it is not a case. So mostly judges, I proud on my work, on work of my TC, of you guys, my colleagues and friends.
Yeah, actually in Stuttgart, I think it was the top. It was the ranking was so correct. If it's on the all around or in the apparatus, yeah, I believe we are going to the right direction. Whenever judges will be free and 100% sure to give their score, not because of this system or another system that they will be checked, it will be perfect, really. Of course, Arto, I agree about raising a red flag or kicking out judges that are scoring their teams, you know, better than others, or you know, giving better scores to their team than others, and I don't see it anymore. I don't see it anymore, but it can happen. But this, I agree. We have to check this. That's for sure. I would like you to give message from you in your position, first to young gymnasts for the future, and then to gymnasts that are going to participate in the Olympics. Like, first, let's go backward to a gymnast who is 10, 12 years old. He's starting his career. What is your message to these gymnasts around the world?
So my message is gymnastics is a wonderful sport. And like you mentioned as well, it's a basic for any other direction. And finally, with our perfect resources, with gymnastics hall, safety and very soft everywhere. It's not dangerous. It's peaceful and very enjoy. If you do not want to be involved with any other program, keep patience, because this is the only discipline, and patience in our sport is most valuable. It's a patience, discipline, and keep going, force yourself, wake up early and do some gymnastics. And for 12 years old, it's more or less, it's a good situation. You have absolutely great future, and you still open area around. My great message to those juniors who is now like 17 years old, something like that around. This is difficult period for you. This is the time when young brains could maybe have a bad decision. As coach, I had a lot of my boys who left gymnastics too early, at 15, on something like that, and they after came to me and why I did it. So just try to do the same. Discipline, force yourself. If it is difficult, it means you are growing.
Yeah.
This is principle of, if it is difficult, you are gymnast.
Yes, yes.
I don't know what to say. So, I have in my family this guy.
No pain, no gain, huh? It's not easy. It's not easy. Gymnastics is. I always tell to our friends around the world that for me, gymnastics is my life. Like you, we are so much involved as gymnasts in the past, as coaches, as judges, as people who really gymnastics in their blood. And wherever I go around the world, wherever I get inside the gym, I smell the magnesia, the chalk, I smell the mats, I see the coaches, I see the gymnasts. Even if I don't speak the language, then I feel like home. I feel like family. This is it. Who is? Oh, you are smiling to somebody over there. Who is it?
It's my youngest.
Let's see. Bring him. I want to see him.
Doesn't matter. Maybe later. Maybe later.
Somebody's writing to you. Big Arthur, congratulations and thank you for all the information. This is so nice, really so nice. Arthur, from all the places you've been around the world, where would you like to go and visit again? Which place, like, because we are traveling, I know we are traveling a lot. You will not offend anybody if you will say that this country or that country, because, you know, it's obvious. But a place would you like to take your family to visit?
So it's a we have to differentiate exactly with gymnastics or with family.
No
So
gymnastics, vacation.
I visit a lot of country, hotel, airport, gymnastics hall, something like that. And the best country for me, it was what I visited with family, with my wife, a little bit personally. And I haven't been with my family in Japan, which is I like very much. And I
Yes.
visited there, Tokyo, for some reason before Olympic Games, for some another yeah, meeting, whatever. And I'm dreaming to bring them to Japan to show that wonderful country when you're just walking and then suddenly up, it's a lake, it's a trees, it's a park between the urban city around and
Yeah.
food and whatever. This is yeah, I've been a lot of places, but alone, and the best opportunities to be with family. And now I have such opportunity, but not to traveling, just to staying
To be at
home.
home.
No, no way to have trip anywhere. But it's a wonderful time altogether.
Beautiful. Arto, we have few more minutes. I'm looking at my watch over here because Instagram is giving us 1 hour, and we are already in 52 minutes. So we are almost at the end of our live chat. Um, I have some questions, short questions for the end, like music or TV series or movie or theater. What kind of things would you like to do when you have time, when you have free time? Music, theater, cinema.
So it's of course it's combination between everything. It's theater in our society. It was always very good organized and good troops. How to say this? Theater groups and movie, of course. And the last 2 or 3 months together with family, we saw a lot of old movies as well, and I found the best movie for me, it's Tom Hanks' Forrest Gump.
Oh,
I don't
beautiful.
know why, and I just watched this movie, and all the this frame just compare with some my stories or with this situation in life. This one, wow, it's like a beautiful movie. Some serious, of course, because sometimes it's very good to have some family series, books. Yes, when I realized that I need glasses, before I just stopped. Yeah. Before I stopped, like 5 years, I couldn't read, and I think, oh, I'm growing too much. I don't like to read the book. Oh, then I wear the glasses, I can read again.
Perfect. Arthur, swimming pool or sea? What do you choose immediately?
See,
Sea, of course. Morning or evening?
morning.
Uh, Pizza or steak?
Uh, I try to lose some weight, but steak.
I'm with you. Whiskey or vodka?
Whiskey.
Whiskey. Together next time. A good one. Uh, let's see. Russian or English?
Russian.
It's easier for you.
Yes, of course, it's easier. It's my native. My mom, Russian. My father is Latvian. So my home.
By the way, when was the time that Latvia became independent? What year?
It's early 90s. It's like it take some time, but in Union Nations we came like 91.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So immediately we just started to develop all the Latvian federations and sports. Our first European Championships independent was in 91. So yeah, it was already a long time ago.
What was your feeling when your gymnast Igor Virovs won a gold medal in Sydney 2000? It was amazing.
It's unbelievable. It was like something covered my head. I couldn't see anything. I was like without emotion, without anything. I couldn't believe. I couldn't be happy. Realize later, especially when Igor jumped like a high jumper, like 1.5 meter high after he saw the result. Unbelievable success, and I'm proud to be part of this success in our independent Latvia. And a lot of people was around. A lot of people was really involved to this success.
Yeah, I was thinking about this today when I prepared myself to talk to you, and then I said it must have been a great moment for Latvian gymnastics to win the first gold medal ever.
It's for gymnastics, for Latvia, for independence. Is historical moment. Nobody could stall. You know, it's just like it is.
Yes. So, Artur, last question: Nemov or Lining?
Nemov.
I agree. Even this time, I agree with you. So, my friend, I would like to thank you so much. It was such an honor, and it was so much fun. I mean, an hour went by like this. Really.
I was so nervous before. It's difficult for me to speak with my friend, but watching the gadget or something like that. But you have some emotional around you. I believe you, so it's very easy to talk to you. Thank you, Ilan. You are the best. You are doing perfect job for us.
Thank you very much, Artur. It was such a pleasure. Please, regards to your lovely wife, Irina, and your children. And you're most welcome to come to Israel and visit us. You know, we are always here for you guys. So thank you very much, and see you soon. Artur MICKEVICS. Thank you.
Thank you, Ilan.
Bye-bye.